Welcome to Accept Your Gifts, the 22-minute podcast for inspiring your most creative life. My name is Tracy Crow. I'm an author, writing coach, and Marine Corps veteran. I'm looking forward to co-creating today's show with you. So if you're ready, are you ready? I'm ready. So if you're ready to live a more creative, more magical life, let's get started. Welcome back, everyone, to our National Poetry Month celebration, Take 2. Before we settle in and listen to this amazing work by this group of poets, I want to send out a huge thank you to everyone out there who answered my invitation to co-create this week's project with me. Thank you, everyone. So if you're ready, here we go. Our first poet today is Virginia Allen.
I cannot be yours. I heard you. You said, be mine. I thought you were a fool, a jester. You laugh at solemnity and reject convention for convention's sake. You know what you are capable of. You push your luck to a point, but never beyond that. Do you make your own luck? We cannot stay together by luck. I will not be your charm. I do not belong to anyone. I cannot even claim myself. I cannot be yours, but I can try to be the guide for your meandering energies and a companion in adventure. I cannot be yours, but if I walk beside you and not behind you, then I will be with you.
Three Poems by Tom Conlon. Fawn. Popple leaves shimmer, silver undersides cascade in the breeze. A fawn hangs, spotted in tall grass, suckling. A doe stands awkward, alert, alarmed to a presence. The wind carries a message, a warning. She listens. A wooden screen door bangs. With her eyes, her stance, she tells her fawn to hide, lie low, safe in the grass. She steps away, bony legs askew, drawing danger, willing the presence. Follow the wind away. I hear the sea in the wind. I hear the sea, though 1,000 miles away. The wind blows, waving fields of deep green barley. I feel the forgotten mist, salt in my hair, runs in my blood. I know the sound cannot be the ocean, yet I hear the sea in the wind. Half chord. Snow squeaks on wooden porch boards. -1. Sun reflects from white drifts outdoors. The world is flushed, blushing. Invigorated, yet no stir of wind. Sweet smell of split maple, black oval sunflower seeds sink deep below the feeder. Snow melts on the hearthstone from the warmth of the flame. A half chord should last a few days.
To share a poem with us is Penny Dickerson.
Still standing after the 1-2 punch. The whitecoats predicted I'd lose my last bout. Scientific reason without reason. Stage 2 specific. Clear cell horrific. 2 tiny tumors tucked tight to fight. Weakened, I lived inside a dark lymphatic maze, like a clinical pulley. A black woman down, a down woman up, an up beat down, never meant to beat odds. The whitecoats now serve me anxious hand-clasped glee, as though it were all a continuous dream. A rogue report, a port for chemo removed, A high-five sign, a fist pump for respect. I live just to give poetic retrospect. Shaken and shook, I was sure I'd win. I beat the fat lady's song once again. I am cut from the earth's upper crust, a Lazarus layer, a metaphorical must. I'm a brown bomber, a triumph script, a butterfly floating, a bee with fly sting. I'm beyond benign, no bitter or blame. I am too much tongue for disease to tame. I'm jeer resistant and I'm crisis defiant. I'm Lord Jesus lathered with jab repellent. Diagnosis bring your malignant win. You're on the ropes hospice, your towel tossed in. Survival rate bring 10 counts to my ring. I will 1-2 punch you. I will beat you again.
Stolfo-Corti, who will share 2 of her poems.
The Other. I use your razor in the shower as I wash away my sins. Holy reverence, this steamy sanctuary is not mine, nor will it ever be. Breathe, this is the last time. Pray, this is the last time. Forgive me, Father, for I know not what I do. Gather the sweaters, the suits, the shoes. Sweet puppy looks on, witness to love that slips through the cracks of a well-lived moment. Breathe, this is the last time. Pray, this is the last time. Forgive me, Father, for I know not what I do. The hangers fall, the shirts scatter. My arms cannot contain the bundle that was our life. The fabrics of our days together now, a heavy burden, unsustainable. Breathe, this is the last time. Pray, this is the last time. Forgive me, Father, for I know not what I do. A belt slips and tangles my purposeful gait. A shoe drops and begs me to reconsider, but I leave, shedding a trail of the layers of my heart that will always love you. Breathe, this is the last time. Here and there. You ask me to come, and I do. This is what I do. I'm a good girl. Torn between loving you and leaving you, I am here. She is there for you. I sit in my car, a fire raging inside me. I cannot get out, not knowing what to expect, not wanting the end, the one that comes with loving someone else. I am the outsider now. I am the woman asked to come and comfort you, yet I am the thorn in your paw. You are not alone. She is with you in the shadow. She waits to pounce when you step into the light. I am here for you. She is there for you. We sit at the kitchen table, a blanket of curiosity and doubt covering us. I have no questions, but I crave answers. As I stand, you kiss me, but my lips run dry and hard, like the stone that beats in my chest. I shudder with a chill that comes from the scent of another woman on your skin. Her smoke lightly tickles the back of my throat. I taste the loss. I know it so well. You hold me, but I am not there. My mind a magic carpet ride, to damp parts of memory. In your safeness, I am again in danger. I cannot help it. Release me. A sour eruption in my mouth reminds me that bile knows the path that blood will follow. I am here for you. She is there for you. Tears, tears, more tears. But they are yours, not ours. Your woman and me. Tears stored and not shed. They are not for me. They are not for her. They are deep and full of sorrow. Too much for either of us to dry. You never chose this. You never chose that. But it came and you survived without your choosing, without your hand, without your heart. I did not ask for a gauntlet either. I am here for you. She is there for you. Hope and happiness, afternoon sun on fresh snow, beautiful and temporary. My spirit a fire of wet paper that smolders, like an unwanted phone book in the trash. I am here for you. She is there for you. Reach out and hold what is left and what is dear before all that is left is smoke.
Three War Poems by Randy Brown, Night Vision, Your Squad Leader Writes Haiku, and Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Night Vision. Our Afghan brothers cannot see past the ramp into the black-white open that is only feet away beneath the turn of our rotors. Our goggle eyes paint the dark, green with spinny lights and ghosts, a Van Gogh on black velvet, starry night with guns. We stand Shona Bashona, shuffling off into the churning air. We will walk down this mountain together at dawn, stopping in each village. The Afghans will do all the talking. We may own the night, after all, but we are renting their country by the day.
Sir, yes, sir!
Your squad leader writes haiku.
Sir, yes, sir!
Bound as fire teams. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Action front, leapfrog.
Sir, yes, sir!
Push through an ambush like hornets roused out of nests, ablaze with hatred.
Sir, yes, sir!
Your weapon is jammed? Slap, pull, observe, release, tap. Then squeeze the trigger.
Sir, yes, sir!
Cover stops bullets, and concealment hides from view. Know the difference.
Sir, yes, sir!
Take care of your feet. Dry socks are better than sex out here in the field.
Sir, yes, sir! Left, left, right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. All I want is a bag of popcorn and some getaway laughs on a Friday afternoon, and darned if the guy in line behind me starts chatting up the stranger behind him. First guy is starting OCS tomorrow, he says. Buddy of his, another Mustang, committed suicide earlier this week. and the funeral is Sunday. Second guy has drill this weekend. Remembers after he last got home from active duty, his sergeant called a few weeks later, said that one of the platoon had first shot his wife and then himself. I do not turn. I do not engage, even though I know the password, the name of the deceased. Instead, I hunkered down in my green fleecy hat, the whoopee I wore in Afghanistan, the type that Sergeant Major hated. The Middle West is a small town, just like the Middle East. Everybody knows each other and remembers what happened, if not why. I buy a ticket for a Tina Fey movie, the funny one, about journalists downrange. The soldiers, thankfully, do not follow my lead. Must have gone to Deadpool instead. Everybody has their own war.
Keeler, who will read 2 poems for us.
Red delicious bicycles. Do children still sneak down creaking stairs, peering through their parents' railings for that red delicious bicycle? I remember riding my own, not red, but blue or yellow, maybe a hot lightning mixture. My mother held the back of my seat as I pedaled for the first time without training wheels. I rode down a hill, and when I reached the bottom, I looked behind me, joy etching its first lines across my face, to see my mother standing, still at the top of the hill, her cheers so far away, yet I thought she followed behind me all the way down. A hill steep enough to roll your body down, uncontrollable, until only it decided when to stop. She let me go on purpose. Room for silence. What is it makes language different to eye and to ear, where stacked leaves of paper scribbled with words fill space in a wood box one sound occupies without drowning another, but reverberates and rebounds hundreds of times and takes more time to see than to hear, often when lack of space eases mouths like alcohol. And are vibrations stronger or pen scratches louder, not either one more important than the other, but toned, and in separate ways perfect, in different settings, or are the resounding signatures on a certificate the same as quoted words, I do?
This is Hailey Escobar reading 3 poems. Breathe. Breathe, just breathe. And watch that breath turn into wind, blowing you in new directions, taking flight into the sky, up into the atmosphere, to the winking stars in space, and furthermore to the worlds beyond the very edge of imagination, until all that's left is breath. All that's left is wind. It kisses your face and whispers, I am you and you are me. You can blow and fly and reach the stars, but first you must take a deep breath and let go. Letter to Liv. Please, with all sincerity, do not do this thing you ponder doing. Do not take a life that is in fact worth living. Open your eyes and see the stars of your life. Count each star, and you will find that you are in fact counting your blessings. Count these blessings, and you will find that there are more blessings than you imagined. Enough to fill each hand and even each foot. 1,000 times over, and 1,000,000 times again. You are beautiful in a way no other can be beautiful. You are special in a way that others cannot be special. You are you, and I would like to get to know you. I would like to get to know your heart and your soul. I would like to hear your laugh and see you smile. I would like to wrap my arms around you, but I can't now. So for now, I leave you with this. I leave you with the love of my heart, with a prayer on my lips, with an ear to hear you, and with words I hope will touch you. I leave you with this. Do not do this thing you ponder doing, because I would like to know you. Thank you. Sunlight streams through the tangled branches and through the colored glass of the broken bottles, and through the withered parchment on which the prayers of those who pray are written on in bold black ink. These prayers are the prayers of all of those who are lost within the hectic storm, or who hide away in the forests of new and old, and who look up at the cloudy skies and scream at the top of their lungs and in their highest octave, "Help me now, I beg of you. Show me a light or a ray of kindness. Hear me when no one else is willing to hear. See me when everyone else is blind to my sorrow. Help me now so I may believe that I am not alone." And so the clouds part to reveal blue skies, and a single ray of light comes down from the heavens. And for a second in time, a moment of life, those poor souls catch a glimpse of the face of God. No preacher had spoken within a church. No Bible verse had to be recited. Only a single ray of light was needed to show the world that God is watching over them, and that He'll answer when the time is right. And when you are on your knees, humble as you were at the moment you were born, our God, no matter His name or origin, watches over the world and loves all who inhabit it. All the creatures and objects that have been created to love and be loved, no matter who or what they are. It does not matter who you love or what you do. It does not matter what color your skin is or your eyes or hair. It does not matter what you believe in. You must simply be who you wish to be. Who is the person that God meant for you to be, and how you were destined to live your life. God is a writer of life. We are His characters, with backstories and a great reason for everything and every person we meet in life, because a story without any obstacles is not much of a story at all. He chooses His words carefully in His writing. So surrender and live life the way you wish to live, because that is the way that God wishes you to live, with passion and joy and vigor for life. Sit back and see the sunlight glitter in the summer air, and watch the stars in the dead of night glisten, and hear the water of the sea crash on the shore, and feel the pounding of your own heart and give thanks for it all, because it is simply in your life. Live with a hunger for life, and shine with a light that warms and glows, and you will not only live, but you will also inspire. Sunlight streams through the tangled branches, and through the colored glass of the broken bottles, and through the withered parchment on which the prayers of those who pray are written on in bold black ink. And their prayers are heard by the light that shines down on them and kisses their cheeks. And they smile at the heavens with tears in their eyes and surrender their lives to the greater story, so they may simply live and whisper in the quietest of voices, a voice that can only be heard in the heavens. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Our final poet today is Michael Lancaster, who will share 3 poems.
Salt Ponds Winter. This poem was a Pushcart Prize nominee, and it has been published. Exuberant life gives way to that you must wait upon. Multi-layered life that celebrates minute by minute in depths of mud and every level of water and air, green upon tones and shades of profligate growth go nearly mute in the advancing cold and lower light. The birds of summer move further south to ecologies more kind seasonally to that fragile softness and lightness of their kind. Gone to ground is the salt life in this maritime preserve. To know life, beauty, holiness, I must silence the noisiness, still the busyness of me, to see and hear that sanctity within. Advent's nature, mostly at rest, waiting later call to rise abundant. Silent, I see and hear those already here, always here in beauty, movement, sound, and earnest sweetness. I wait. I wait too for my holiness within, nascent, faint, salvation complete, just alive for me to own, change to be. This poem is Hush, perfect theater. With fresh rains and replenishment daily, rich, salty, life-giving tides, this place is pregnant, emergent, original, very old, very bigger than me. Life itself is strong. Life is the controlling spirit manifesting itself in the light, the salt water, the soil made of billions of predecessors, grounding the waving seagrasses and the bordering phragmites. Home to life attendant, animals large and small, fish, shellfish, birds of every description. The smells of mud and salt, freshening breezes all populating my senses and my memory. Foggy air is close, still, and expectant. A single red-winged blackbird sways of its own small weight on a single phragmites. A day of magic, an annual miracle play, orchestra pit filling with nascent sound, expectant spirits gleaming in smiles, and the director taps a baton.
I hope you enjoyed today's co-creative listening experience. Please remember to leave a comment about the single greatest takeaway for you today. You know, that one thing you will remember from this day forward. Was it something funny or provocative? Was it just what you needed to hear? Please share so we can all benefit. And remember to return Tuesdays and Thursdays to accept your gifts, the 22-minute podcast for inspiring your most creative life.